My wife and our 2 girls are the most wonderful people in the world to me, 4 and 2. We relocated to a new city for a variety of reasons, one of which was to start over. I was serving in the Navy at the time, and on my last deployment, my wife began a relationship with someone she met while at work. In the course of 2 business visits back to the original city, my wife engaged in sexual relations with him at least twice. I found out about the first encounter approximately a year after it occurred, and I was under the impression that we were working through it together. Just a few weeks before Thanksgiving, my wife took another journey back to the place where it all began for business. I noted that her vacation had been extended by 1 day, and that her hotel was just a few streets away from the place where the other guy worked. Her response, when I asked her about the synchronicity of her hotel choice prior to the trip, with a particular reference to him, was that he had nothing to do with her vacation arrangements, and that everything had been done solely on the basis of the lowest airfares/lodging. The day before Thanksgiving, I came upon an online conversation between her and him in which they were reminiscing about the wonderful day they had spent together and the activities they had done in the hotel. I was in a state of shock. I took a snapshot of the conversation and sent it to his wife. Yes, this guy is married too. I immediately addressed my wife and informed her that our marriage was finished and that I didn't see how our relationship could be salvaged at this point in time. Fast forward to Thanksgiving with her family, and she persuades me to leave the children with the grandparents and travel out of town for a few days to recharge my batteries. Not only did we have a nice time sexually, but we also had a good time socially. It was enjoyable, just as we used to have it, and it reminded me of why I loved her. She expressed the same to me, and I had a glimmer of optimism, because I believe his wife did not see the letter I had given her until then. She received a message from him on Monday in which he is enraged because my wife did not forewarn him beforehand. He then declares that they will never speak to one another again. Although I believe this is a positive development, my wife is heartbroken. It was in my arms last night that she sobbed because she loves him and fears she may never talk to him again. She told me that I am fortunate in that I only have one person in my life. She also expressed her desire for this to succeed, stating that she only sees a life with me in it. However, after seeing her outrage at how fast he pulled her out of his life without truly talking to her, I've lost faith in that notion. I feel as if my life has come to an end and that there is no hope for us anymore. I'm at a loss on what to do. I still have feelings for her. She is a kind and attentive mother. I can't picture my life without her, yet I'm in a state of shock. Story number 2. Scared to ever love again, and I can't shake this sadness. My ex-girlfriend, 20F, cheated on me, 20M, with someone I had previously expressed discomfort with her conversing with. This person was brought into our group of friends, and they became fast friends during the first few times we all hung out together. They took a lot of pictures of each other, but I wasn't worried since she assured me that she was faithful to me and understood what it was like to be cheated on and would never do it to me in the future. However, I had bad sensations whenever they were together, and at one point they would simply sit in her room and watch movies. It was in the middle of the night when I walked over to her dorm because I was feeling so uncomfortable on a Thursday and Friday when they were hanging out and watching movies. I confronted her, thoroughly communicated my discomfort, and told her she needed to create limits and stop. But the next Saturday, she cheated on me again. When we returned the following Monday, she expressed a desire to discover who she was as a person rather than in a relationship. She said that since she was in a relationship almost continually, she had little opportunity to grow as a person. I consented to this since I genuinely believed that she was truly interested in improving the relationship. But then they had sex again the following Monday, the same night we took a break from the group. I had no idea, and I was completely unaware of the situation until Tuesday when I was informed of it, and my whole world was just wrecked. The fact that this was my first ever relationship made me want to give my all. I tried to watch YouTube videos on how to be a good boyfriend. I tried to learn from my mistakes, and I always put her and the relationship first because I genuinely believed she was the one with whom I wanted to spend the rest of my life. It hurt more than I could have imagined, and when I confronted her, she attempted to deceive me by lying and gaslighting me into thinking that I had cheated on her with another man. If I hadn't known the reality, I would have taken her word for it. Although I opted to attempt to forgive her and move on at the time, my heart hurt every day, and we did our best to be good partners for one another throughout that time period. We made the decision to go our separate ways after school concluded in May, and I have been alone ever since. My heart continues to ache, and I'm frightened of falling in love again. I can't put my confidence in others. I'm bitter, simply lonely, and longing for happiness. I turn to the gym, where I work out every single day and haven't taken a break in more than a month. I'm driven by my rage and pushing myself to lose weight and become someone I want to be, because every time I look in the mirror, all I see is the fat loser who was cheated on, and I'm desperately trying to get away from my problems by any means necessary. It seems like I can't run fast enough, that my emotions collapse on me when I'm alone, and that all I want is to be happy. I've already lost 15 pounds since the beginning of the month, dropping from 230 to 215 pounds, and I want to continue to push myself until I get the Greek god figure that I've always sought but have been unable to achieve due to being in a relationship. I want to go on and not be ruled by my sorrow, since life is weighing on my shoulders, and it's difficult not to crumble from time to time. I'm completely befuddled. My feelings for her are conflicted. I don't dislike her, yet I despise her at the same time. In our conversations, I see her progressing in life, strengthening her relationships, and maintaining a social life, while I am merely surviving, with the gym serving as my only refuge, because if I didn't have this goal that possesses me, I have no idea where I would be in life, except that it would be terrible. What can I do to go on with my life without being dominated by my sadness? It means a lot to me that you've taken the time to listen to me. I'm truly suffering right now. It's been a difficult few months since everything happened. Last night, I archived all the images of me and her that I had on my phone, and I sobbed uncontrollably in the process. Seeing the feelings that used to be there was painful, and it continues to be painful, but day by day, no matter how painful it may be at times, I am making progress. I've continued to be physically active at the gym on a daily basis, and I'm now officially out of the 200-pound club. Starting at the beginning of June and continuing until now, the gym has been a nice place for me to divert myself, and it has also really helped me develop friendships. Seeing improvement that I can control feels good. No day has gone by that I haven't thought about it, but it's a normal occurrence that I must learn to accept in the future. While I will always remember the chapter in my life with her as one of my favorites, I can't keep rereading it in the hopes of a different conclusion. I'm having some better days than others, but I'm hoping to learn to move on and find happiness again one day. If anybody is interested, here is a timeline of my development from June to the present. No matter how slow time moves and how much agony we experience, we will eventually heal our wounds if we allow them to. Even though it seems that time is passing slowly, it is really moving faster than we think. I much appreciate the love and encouragement I received when I first joined this group. Thank you for your kindness and encouragement. My opinion, the best decision is divorce because of forgiving a partner who has cheated on you can be a difficult and complicated process. It's normal to feel a range of emotions, including anger, hurt, betrayal, and confusion. It's important to remember that there is no right way to feel or react after a partner has cheated on you. Forgiving your partner after cheating can be a personal choice that depends on many factors, including the circumstances of the infidelity, the level of commitment in the relationship, and the willingness of both partners to work through the underlying issues that led to the infidelity. Some couples are able to rebuild their relationship and even emerge stronger after an infidelity, while others may not be able to overcome the breach of trust. In either case, seeking the help of a trained professional, such as a therapist or counselor, can be a valuable resource to help both partners navigate the complex emotions and decisions involved in forgiving after cheating in marriage. But the best decision: divorce. Take care of yourself mentally and physically, and let's listen to the next story.